Hey, I'm Josh Elledge, the Chief Executive Angel at SavingsAngel.com, and welcome to the Savings Angel Show. I'm podcasting to you from Orlando, Florida, where we've just wrapped up Podcast Movement 2019. Had some good fun. Now, I am an extremely busy consumer expert, money-saving advocate, your money-saving advocate, I should say, syndicated newspaper columnist, and that guy that turns digital entrepreneurs into media celebrities at upmyinfluence.com. I love what I do. Can't wait to get going on today's episode. Now, in order to help you save more, earn more, and live more abundantly on today's show, I'm going to be covering how to save money on auto insurance. Do you need some extra cash? Well, maybe you should consider a side hustle. And not everything in a sales flyer is on sale. I'm going to give you some tips on what to look for and how to decipher what you see. And I've got a big Savings Angel hug for you and a big thank you for helping us achieve some notoriety. So with that, let's get going. Now, as if owning a car isn't already expensive enough, you also have auto insurance. It's the law. Now, rates can vary dramatically from one state to another and from one driver to another. But there are ways to save money on auto insurance, and they're even more important if you are in a high-cost policy. So I want you to try a couple of the strategies I'm about to share with you and see how you can save money on auto insurance. First off, let's talk about shopping around. Now, this may be the single best way to save money on auto insurance. There's a big difference in premium rates between auto insurers. Now, that happens because one company may be looking to reduce their exposure in your state and charge higher rates, while another is looking to expand their business in your state and charge lower rates. Now, be sure to go with a company that offers the lowest premiums for identical coverage. Be very careful that the company that charges less isn't cutting out some important coverage types. For example, a company that's providing lower dollar amounts of coverage will usually have lower premiums, but that will leave you more exposed in the event of an accident. That's your fault. Next, shop for a new policy. How often do you think? My recommendation, the Savings Angel recommendation, every year or two. I'm not joking. The top auto insurance companies are aware that people don't like shopping for coverage. For that reason, they'll increase your premium with the expectation that you're not going to do anything about it. You lily, they're just going to they just assume that you're just going to take it. Now, companies also increase premiums because they may have a substantial increase in the number of claims paid in your state. Now, the point is, you should plan to shop for a new policy every year or two, at least every 2 years. Though the company you're with now may have been the cheapest when you got the policy, there may be other companies offering an even lower price on similar policies now. You owe it to yourself to at least investigate the options. Okay, next tip, increase your deductible. Now, deductibles are most typically set at $500 because it's a manageable amount in the event of a claim. But if you increase your deductible to $1,000 or more, you can shave a good bit off your premium. But it's important to realize that by increasing your deductible, you are also increasing your exposure if you are in an at-fault accident. But you can lower that risk by making sure that you have an amount in your savings account that will cover the deductible if that happens. So in that way, you'll save money on your premium without putting yourself in financial hole if you have to come up with a higher deductible. So let's say, for example, that by going from $500 to $1,000, you can end up saving, let's say, $40 a month or so. So what you would want to do would be to sock away that $40 every single month. And by the end of the year, well, you've got nearly $500 right there, $480 after 12 months. And that would make up the difference. Plus, you might be able to earn a little bit of interest on that $480 saved over a 12-month period. Now, this same thing goes for, if you've got someone on your policy, say a teenage driver, and they have drive an older car. Again, you might want to play around with the numbers. Take a little bit riskier service. And again, make sure you got to be disciplined here, because that's the thing. You can't just take the savings and then just go, throw it in the air like Scrooge McDuck or something like that. You can't do that. You gotta be disciplined, and you gotta make sure that you take that and put it in the savings account so that you'd have that set aside for an emergency. Okay. Let's get on with the next tip. Ask about discounts. Now, auto insurance policies have all kinds of discounts that will lower your premium, but not all insurance companies will tell you about all the discounts that are available. That's why you need to ask and even see if there's a web page on the company's site that lists all the available discounts. Now, here are some examples of discounts that you can ask for. Low mileage, good student. We get both of those ones, in fact. Multiple drivers or vehicles on the same policy. We get that one too. Safety equipment on your vehicle. We do get that. We would qualify for all these. Good driver, which means accident free for at least 3 to 5 years. Being a homeowner can get you a discount. And then, of course, affiliation with certain organizations or employers, veterans, that sort of thing. Now, this is just a short list, and since each company has its own discount offers, be sure you aren't overlooking any. Next, maintain a good driving record. Now, if you haven't had any accidents or moving violations within the past 3 years, you've already got this one in the bag. But if you do, there's still something you could do to improve your record. Many auto insurance companies will charge a lower premium for drivers with violations or accidents if they complete a safe driver course. Now, while that may sound like a perfect solution, it isn't always, but it's always worth a try. Now, before signing up for a safe driver course, make sure it's one approved by the insurance company. If not, they won't recognize it. Also, be sure that the cost of the course, yes, you are going to need to pay for it, won't be higher than the amount you're going to save on your premium. And if all else fails, be especially careful to maintain a good driving record for at least 3 years. At that point, you'll get the benefit of the good driving record on your premium without having to do anything extra. And finally, you can bundle your auto policy with other insurance policies. Now, insurance companies will often provide a discount of as much as 10 or 15% on your auto insurance if you bundle it with other types of coverage. Now, this can include life insurance and especially renters or homeowners insurance. However, this strategy is not without disadvantages. Now, first, it's going to force you to change an existing life insurance or homeowners or renters policy for a new one. Second, while you may save money on the auto insurance, you may pay more actually for the bundled policy. And third, it causes a complication when the day comes, and it will, that you want to change your auto insurance policy. When that day comes, you may need to change 2 or 3 policies, and that can get complicated. Now, having worked with lots of insurance professionals, one thing that I learned is that if you have multiple lines of service, insurance professionals know that you are less likely to cancel when you have lots of services with the same provider because, again, it's a bigger hassle. So that's why they give you the discount, because it includes what they call persistency. You're more likely to stay on the books. All right. So if at least it's equally possible, none of those negative scenarios will play out, and you will still save money on the bundle. Now, by using any one or several of these strategies, you can save money on auto insurance, and no small amount at that. So there you go. Love to help you save money. I'm known as that guy who can get you a deal, hookup, or upgrade on anything in life. And auto insurance policies, absolutely one of the areas where we can usually save money if we check this out every couple of years. Don't forget to share this episode with a friend so we can help them save money as well. And that will help us all live a lot more abundantly. Now, whether you want a new career or just some extra cash, U.S. Career Institute has a program for you. Now, for over 35 years, these guys have been around for a long time. They've helped people prepare for legitimate work-at-home job opportunities in the growing healthcare industry. You could do medical coding and billing. I'm sure you've heard of that. Well, these are the guys that you probably want to go to for that training. Now, you would be your own boss, you could choose your own hours, and you can learn to do it all online in as little as 4 months. You study at home or anywhere at your own pace, anytime, day or night. Imagine the freedom. That could be cool. U.S. Career Institute is accredited by the DEAC. They offer affordable tuition, and they have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. So best of all, you could be ready to work in as little as 4 months with no previous medical experience required. So you can work anytime, day or night, anywhere you want, with no monetary risk of business overhead, employees, or the demands of customers and sales goals. So you can enjoy a secure and rewarding career in the growing healthcare industry, all from the comfort of your own home. Now, student testimonials, and we checked all these out, show just how rewarding it can be to choose U.S. Career Institute to bring in extra money. Now, one of their students, Judy, had been working part-time for the past few years. She had been bouncing around from this office to that, never really staying put long enough to grow roots. And she was always the first one laid off or the first to see her shifts cut. That just stinks. I mean, she got married right out of high school, had kids right away, and focused on raising her family. And she really never intended on being a professional anything, except now that her kids are older, she wanted a steady, satisfying job that brought in the extra income, but one that still allowed her to put her family first. You go, Judy. She's super organized and smart, but had no official work history or formal education. So then she found U.S. Career Institute. Go U.S. Career Institute. I want you to help Judy. Oh yeah, here we go. An online school that taught her medical coding and billing. And she studied at home on her own time and even kept her day job while doing it. Now she works at home, making great money in the healthcare industry, and she gets to set her own schedule. She could basically work anytime, anywhere. Can you imagine that freedom? That would be totally cool. Now, you can get information on U.S. Career Institute for free by visiting workfordoctors.com/angel, and that'll redirect you directly to the info that I was just talking about. Again, that's workfordoctors.com/angel. That's ANGEL. You can enroll with the code ANGEL by Monday, October 7th, and they're going to hook you up with 25% off tuition, which we asked for. They were so generous to offer that to our Savings Angel audience. They do have some exclusions. Check it out. But for more details on this amazing limited time offer, you can visit their website at workfordoctors.com/angel. You go, Judy. Hey, just a little quick tip here in regards to sales flyers. I get this a lot. Every week we look at our favorite store ads looking for their weekly sales, but sometimes we forget that just because it's in the weekly ad doesn't mean it's a deal. So how do we know? Well, I want you to get real familiar with terms like great low price, everyday low price, surprisingly great prices, stuff like that. You know what that's basically saying? The store's just advertising the regular price instead of offering a sale. I don't care if this item is like taking up the full front page. If it says great low price or shockingly, surprisingly great prices, don't don't even bother. Really, it's just another way to get you in the door and pay things at full regular prices. I'd rather you just compare retail prices across retailers. Take a look at Walmart, take a look at Aldi, take a look at the drugstores, Target, your local grocery chains. Try to find something that's on sale. If it's just not going on sale anywhere, then of course, pull up like the Walmart app, the Aldi app, all that stuff. So you can actually see what you would be spending. And I'd much rather you go to 3 to 4 stores and get the lowest priced items at each. In the long run, it's going to save you a lot of money. Now, of course, another way for us to know for sure is to use coupons. It's a surefire way to get a lower price on things you buy. Now, every month or so, we put a new post at savingsangel.com. At least pull up that post, do a Control F so you can search through that page and search for items that you might need. I really, really want to help you save a little bit of money because you know what? Saving a little bit of money, that's part of living abundantly. Hey, I wanted to take a moment to thank you, my Savings Angels, because of you, we were just recognized for being one of the 50 best money podcasts according to savingsadvice.com. So thank you so much. Again, if it were just me blabbing on and on in this microphone, well, we would never win that distinction. It's only because we're doing this together. We're sharing this message of abundance. We're helping good people and helping people. Just, people need a little hookup every now and then. And that's what my job is. That's what I do. I love it. I love what I do. So thank you so much for allowing me to serve you. And thank you so much for helping the Savings Angel Show win that wonderful distinction. Now, if you've loved hearing everything on this podcast, please share this episode with a friend. People need this information. You and I together can change lives. We are changing lives. I recommend you take a screenshot with your phone right now and post it on the Facebook, post it on the Twitter, on the Instagram, on the Pinterest, or you can text it to a friend, however you want. But let's you and I do some good work together. And as always, if you have any specific questions, there's something you'd like to hear me talk about, you could drop me a comment in our podcast feedback. You can write to me on our private Facebook group. Just search for Savings Angel. Join our group. You can follow our page as well. But usually if you want to engage with everybody else in the community, join our Facebook group. You can call the podcast hotline right now at 407-205-9250, and you can leave me a message. I'll answer your question, write you back, or with your permission, I might even share your question or story with others on this show. With that, have a wonderful week full of saving more, earning more, and living more abundantly. And thank you for listening. You're not going to do anything about it, you lily.